redemption. At that time, the broken will be made perfect, the bent will be made straight, the empty will be filled, the worn out will be renewed. Those having little will obtain much, and those having much will be overcome. The wise, embracing unity, will become the world's model. Not striving, they will become enlightened. Not asserting themselves, they will become distinguished. Not boasting, they will be praised. Not building themselves up, they will endure. As much as they embrace the world will embrace them. Is the old saying, the broken shall be restored, a false hope? No. All will be restored and return rejoicing. This is chapter 22 of the Tao Te Ching. Again, the title is Redemption. And this passage starts with saying, at that time, the broken will be made perfect. And that leaves us with this very open-ended question of what time exactly are we talking about? Is this some far distant future where things are going to get better? Did it already happen? This is a book written thousands of years ago. Has this moment already passed? And we simply missed it. We're living in the aftermath of perfection, where things are perhaps on a different swing, a different arc of how this universe is unfolding. In many other religious texts, it talks about the arrival of perfection. And in many cases, especially in Christianity is what I'm thinking of, it talks about the meek inheriting the earth and there being a great balancing. What's unique about Taoism, and something that's also present in capitalism expressed through value, is the growth of everyone. The rising of the tide lifting all ships. Those having much are not going to be cast aside. They're going to be overcome with how much they have in this perfection. This chapter is, again, titled Redemption. And I think that's important because what I would posit out of this is that this isn't pointing towards some hypothetical future or a specific moment in time. This is pointing to the idea of redemption in our own lives, redeeming what we have gone through, the struggles that each and every person has in their life. No one is perfect. No one has a perfect life. Redemption from wherever we come from to where we are right now. And the idea that becoming perfect is really a indefinable quality. The bent being made straight, straight isn't always better, certainly isn't perfect. If I need a fishing pole, then it needs to have flexibility. It needs to be able to bend. The empty will be filled. I'll tell you, if I buy a 5-gallon bucket that's filled with cement, that's not particularly useful to me when I need to use a 5-gallon bucket for other things. The definition of what perfection is intimately tied to value. What the Tao Te Ching talks about is the role of the wise. Again, keep in mind this book is in some ways a leadership manual. It's an attempt to write down different traits that might be useful for people who are given the responsibility of leading others. The wise embracing unity will become the world's model. In chapter 2, we talked about opposites and each opposite revealing the other. Unity is understanding those differences. And as it says here, embracing them. Not striving to reach redemption, but realizing it is already at hand if we allow it to be in our own lives.